I'm Warren Clark and I'm the CEO / a director of Warren Clark Golf and Dreams. I'm also an athlete leader for Special Olympics GB and also I'm a Guinness World Record holder. It's my own personal charity, so basically I have several disabilities including autism, anywhere from like short-term memory to dyspraxia, different things like that. So I have about 8 different things on the spectrum.
Warren had been to the driving range when he was originally 10 years old, and within a few weeks he'd got himself a voluntary job. We set up the charity because Warren said to me when he started volunteering when he was just 10 and a half that it was his dream to become a coach. So I just thought, oh yeah, it would wear off, but it didn't.
Charity was set up for myself to basically offer the community groups, people in the community, low-cost golf sessions, and also we're trying to raise funding to build a new community centre.
We don't just cover people with intellectual disabilities, disabled, we cover long-term health conditions, ethnic minority groups, LGBT community, deprived and disadvantaged, so everybody's included, and also we want golf to be accessible for anybody. So if you want to come with jeans on or jogging bottoms, it doesn't matter what ability you are. We want to bring people together, all communities, in a safe and welcoming environment.
When I was at school I always struggled, so trying to understand why I'm different and what ways around it, So with sport I found it being outside more beneficial than being stuck in a classroom for several hours basically. Really it's trying to understand that everybody's needs are different. It's trying to identify how that individual person or group come along and how we can make it successful for them. So it's trying to identify how we can support them. And you want to try and turn on your right hip, so like that basically. If you turn and try and keep your sternum straight as much as possible. Good, then swing down. Good. The average session depends really what we do. So we help them with grip, their swing, because some of the people that we work with might be hip replacement.
Some people use Mekaton, some people have obviously translators, so whatever the person's needs are, we try to accommodate.
Just trying to understand what their disability is and how can we adapt it to get them swinging a golf club and making it fun and enjoyable, whilst making sure they're keeping safe.
Warren's a very special person. I'm not just saying it because he's my son, but he's good with everybody, and he's got a really calm temperament. His mood, quite bluntly, doesn't change. He's enthusiastic, he's passionate, he's a giant, but he's so gentle. Everybody loves Warren.
Well, I think it gives people who would be probably too scared to take up golf in their own right because of various factors that affect them, and gives them an opportunity to meet others, to learn the game. Warren is an absolutely excellent instructor, and I've seen the benefits that some of these people have got from his instruction, and I think that's great for the game and it's great for the people who want to play the game.
I like Golf and Dreams since it's fun.
Good. Nice.
Is Warren a good teacher?
Yes.
You hold it with both hands. That's it. Ready? Good. There we go.
So I was with another charity at the time that helps young adults with disabilities, and we came down to one of these Warren's Days a couple of months back, and that's how I got involved with Warren and Golf and Dreams. And since then it's been a blast, so I've absolutely really loved it.
What do you like about it?
Get to play with Warren. He teaches me on course lessons, and just it's like a big family, so yeah, that's what I really love about it, big family.
So what are we going to do differently with our hips?
We are going to keep facing forward and not swaying.
Cool, and what do I mean by swaying?
Like hips don't lie like Shakira.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. When people come here, it's not just about golf or sports, what we offer. We offer life skills for everyone, so to make new friends.
I always say to people the sports is secondary. Any skills they get out of it is secondary. Warren wouldn't say that. Warren would say it's all about the sports. And people do get really skilled in it, but the personal stuff that you get out of it, the people who are actually participating and learning the skills, but also their families and their carers. There's a whole network, and people support each other and build relationships and realise they're not alone. Yeah, priceless.
Dawn and Warren are the most amazing people. They are driven, they're passionate. Over the years, I've got to know them very well. The charity is amazing and they do everything they can to make people feel comfortable.
We met them at one of the golf tournaments where we were working through my work with Nike, and they literally came onto our tour truck to introduce themselves. Warren's a fan of our brand, which is, we always appreciate that. And when we heard about everything that they're doing, all the great work in the community, it was just a simple thing of providing some support with everything he wears. So he obviously gets around a lot these days and we're just happy to help him.
So one of my qualifications is I'm a multi-sports coach, so what we'd like to do is offer education, sport and inclusive education and get people on the ladder for, you know, if they've got different disabilities or might be behavioural issues. So targeting a lot of different areas through my love of golf and my love of sport really.
We're set up to deliver inclusive employment and training education with an off-call regulator at different abilities. So not just for GCSE entry level right up to level 9. There's something for everyone. And as a golf club and a golf charity, we want to make opportunities not just within golf but sport and what the golf club can offer. So front of house, bar and catering, greensman duties, whether that's long-term volunteering if people can't access a curriculum, or to get people into paid employment. It's been amazing, the GPs getting involved.
So it might be via social media or like leaflets, but especially through the NHS. Gillian and her team do referral service, so we're a referral service through the charity and they come to us and get people in the community and get them outdoors and having fun.
So for anyone that's nervous about coming along, you're not the only one, every single one of us are, because we're generally marginalised people. We've sort of been on the sidelines, so that's just part of it. But Warren knows that, and all the volunteers know that. You're able to take a back seat and just sit back and watch. You don't have to get involved. You can come along and watch for a couple of weeks, and then just as and when you can get involved at your own pace. There's no pressure at all, and there's always a warm welcome.
Just do it, get out there and you'll reap the rewards after. So yeah, just do it, enjoy it.
I've taken part in a few golf tournaments here with some of the beneficiaries of the charity, and I can't say how absolutely impressed I've been by what Warren and Dawn have both achieved and what they aspire to achieve in the future, and I feel absolutely privileged to be part of that journey with them.
Dawn and Warren are so passionate and motivated and committed and so genuine. They just live for the charity and they live for the people who use the charity. They want to change lives. They've benefited themselves from people who've supported them in their lives and in their careers. So they know the difference it makes, and that's all they want. They want to improve people's lives. They want to help people make friends and get quality of life and have purposeful lives. And it's huge. They change lives everywhere they go. They bring joy, they bring meaning, and they give people self-value. Absolutely amazing people who make a big difference everywhere they go.
I think it's given me a better understanding of what people want in the community / what they need. So what I mean by that is, you know, like trying to understand everybody.
Anybody can do anything if they put their mind to it. I got diagnosed at 48 with autism and a learning disability. I left school with no qualifications and I taught myself to read and write at 22. I've had bullying all of my life. I've been put on because of my disabilities, but having a diagnosis has not changed me, and the reason I fought hard to set up a charity, especially with inclusion at the heart of it, is because everybody is equal and everybody should have an equal opportunity.
I think the most important is probably seeing people leave after the sessions, because a lot of people think, oh, I don't really want to do this or it's not for me, but after they've spent an hour, a couple of hours with a group or even individually, you know, it's a lot of perseverance and sort of personality. You know, you might get someone who's really quiet than the next. Give them half an hour, they might be a completely different personality person. So, you know, it's trying to understand what they want from a session, but also the need for it. With my charity, we're trying to break down those barriers and make sport as inclusive as it can be.
Well, I'd particularly like to thank Dr Jill Orrow and Grown Health Together, Surrey Council and Townsbridge Council, the Surrey County Councillor Leslie Steeds and Townsbridge Chairman Mike Crane, Sport England, Nike Golf, Callaway Golf, MenCap, Special Olympics Great Britain, Activity Alliance. The list is endless. We've had love from everybody, and thank you for everybody who's played a big or small part. We really do truly appreciate it.